Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Plants and Other Things. I'm going to attempt to do this in one take, that is, give you a tour of my greenhouse in the dead of winter. Now, you will be hearing some rattling and some wind because this greenhouse is still in a state of disrepair after it collapsed the week before Christmas. But beyond that, it should be a lovely, gentle video. If you can hear the rain. Beautiful. So these are my Yucca rostrata, and they are exceptionally hardy. So they have been out here the entire time. They actually didn't move from this spot when the greenhouse collapsed. So they've had panels fall on top of them. They've been at 45-degree angles, and they are just fine. So I may plant them come spring, or I may hold on to them for a different gardening project. But I've been growing them for 6 months now, and this is a pot of pawpaw seeds. They need to experience winter for those seeds to germinate, so that's why they are out here. This is the jack I used to lift the deck, and I got up under the deck, which you will see in a different video. I got up under the deck and I installed brackets, making certain that it will never collapse again. It is, I mean, just look at the thickness of that piece of metal. And as you can see, now that I'm standing, as I rack my phone, now that I'm standing on my deck, it has worked. These are my pots. More odds and ends as I continue to fix everything. So this is where the deck failed. Once again, more information on that in an upcoming incredibly long video. Here is wire for bonsai, and I've had this wire for a good long time because I used it in my sculpture work as armature wire that I would sculpt on top of. You would make a human form with this, and then you would build up the arms and the legs with foil. Hey, I know I had said that I wanted to do this in one take, but my brother paid me a surprise visit. He popped up over the hill, and I showed him exactly what I'm showing you all now. But yes, this is wire that I had used for sculpture work. These are my Opuntia humifusa, and they are just fine. They are simply in dormancy. They purge the moisture from themselves to better survive a freeze so that its cells don't become damaged. These are my sempervivum. What else can I show you? Oh, this was a temporary tool that I made. It's quite heavy, so I'm going to repurpose the wood here, but it's to sift some dirt so that the heavier particles remained in this little reservoir, and the silt would spill out the bottom here. This served its purpose, and I guess I will put this to the side. What else? A big pot. This used to house a bamboo palm, and that bamboo palm, which was from Costa Farms, was infested with every pest imaginable, so I threw it away. But I'm going to put something similar in it and have it exist in this corner of the greenhouse. Another odd cut because I was in need of putting the camera down so I can open these boxes up for you to show all of my supplies. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I just need this out of the way because it is poking me in the sides. Here are some more flags so that I do not forget the origin of all the plants that I keep. I'm going to display them once I get more shelving, and I suppose I could describe that. So I want to have shelves here, here, here. So this table might move. This table might move. But something tidier, something prettier. I still love this, don't get me wrong. And I built this, actually I can show that. I built this table as a response to me being pissed the fuck off. Let me clean this off so I can better show you this table that I am proud of. The rain's back. I was so pissed off that I built that table. I did it over the course of 2 days, but I was just a maniac. And I feel like that is a positive expression of masculinity. Don't punch holes in any walls, don't scream at anyone, but direct that wrath at building a piece of furniture. That's my advice to men. I didn't measure anything outside of like this board and this board because I was using pallet wood. So these were the ones that it's an arbitrary measurement, but I just made sure all the other boards were the same length. There's more supplies down here, and I'm probably going to put peppers in these, grow them inside 8 weeks before the last frost, so I might actually do that soon. These are components that the greenhouse came with, but they were all shit. If I can show you these again, that's what these are for. Just higher fidelity parts to aid in the structural soundness of this otherwise really cheap greenhouse. These are soils that I have made. This is for cacti and succulents. This is for palms. It's 20 minutes later, the skies have cleared and the sun is out. It feels wonderful right now. But that gives me the opportunity to make this video a little longer. And please disregard this. I have that cardboard in place so that I could comfortably fix the deck after it collapsed, which once again you will be seeing in a different video. I want to have 6 additional feet of greenhouse, so I'm thinking of pouring a concrete foundation, which is something that is rather labor intensive, but I think entirely possible to do by hand, knowing that I only need to fill up 6 feet. Now I'm going to supplement all of that concrete with some gravel. I know it's going to be a little bit of an expense, but it gives me even more greenhouse to enjoy. I want to have a beautiful awning over it so that it could house bonsai projects. But with that, I think I have exhausted everything I have to show you about my greenhouse in the winter. That sun is not destined to stay. Look at those clouds. So I'm going in. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you on the next one. Have a good day.